Multiple offer situation. If you're a buyer, you've most likely run into this issue. We're going to continue to see multiple offers, I think, for at least the next year or so until interest rates come down and inventory increases. It's going to be part of the real estate process. So how do you win a multiple offer situation? That's our topic today. I think you might be surprised by a few of these, so don't go anywhere. Hi, my name is Tina Haffey. I'm with At Properties Christie's International Real Estate. And if you want to contact me, if you have any questions, you can see all my contact information is below. Don't hesitate to reach out. So let's get started. How to win in a multiple offer situation. Okay, number one, the first thing you need to do is make sure that if you see a house that you like, it's just come on the market, get out to see it as soon as possible. Don't wait until the open house. Don't wait until they're asking for the highest and best. You want to get out and see that property as soon as you can. Why? Well, if you decide to submit an offer on that property, it's important to get that offer in as soon as you can. I believe that it has weight. If you are the first offer in, you actually have a little bit of weight going into the process of multiple offers. You can always up that offer if they ask for highest and best. But I know that as a listing agent, I make sure to list my offers as they come in. And so my sellers know who was that first offer. So I think you should get in there ASAP and see the house. If you want to submit an offer, don't wait on it. Get your agent to get that offer in as soon as you can. Number two, how to win in a multiple offer situation is make sure that you get fully underwritten for your loan. If you are not doing a cash deal, and many people can't, you make sure you get fully underwritten, not just pre-approved, but fully underwritten. What does that mean? The underwriting process usually comes later in the loan process, most likely towards the end. But you can, with most lenders, get fully underwritten prior to finding a house. So they go through and all your documents, tax documents, etc., to get you fully underwritten. This is so important because when you submit that offer, yes, it's still subject to a mortgage contingency, but if you are 3/4 of the way through that loan process, that is huge for the seller because it means that you're most likely to get approved for that loan. The time to closing is going to be much shorter, and you are sitting in a much stronger financial position. So make sure you talk to your lender and get fully underwritten for your loan. The third thing, as soon as you go through the house and have determined that you want to submit an offer, have your agent call the listing agent right away and ask this one question. What is most important to your seller? You'd be surprised how many agents don't ask that question. Many agents assume it's price, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it has to do with a certain closing date. Perhaps the sellers are building a home and they want to stay in the home for 30 to 60 days after closing. That's important to know. So make sure your agent says, hey, what is the most important thing for your seller to get this deal done? Number four, limit your contingencies. I know this sounds very, very simple, and sometimes you can't remove all your contingencies. You don't want to. You don't want to remove your inspection contingency. If you're not a contractor or have a contractor as a best friend, you do not want to waive your inspection. That is very important to get done. But you can limit them. So if you have, let's say you have a home to sell, look into getting a bridge loan. What you can also do too is if you have a good relationship with your inspector and your attorney, shorten that attorney inspection period. That is set for 5 days. If you can shorten that to perhaps 2 days, and you know that your inspector and attorney are both okay with that, that can have a lot of weight for the seller in getting the process through quicker. That 5 days sometimes is just a hard, even if you take the house as is, which I suggest you do, that 5 days can be long. So to shorten that and to give the seller that kind of knowledge that you don't have to wait that 5 days, that it's going to be shortened to 2 or 3, that could have some weight to your offer. Number 5, escalation clauses can be very effective. Sometimes sellers don't want escalation clauses, and the agent will say no escalation clauses in your offers. But if you can put an escalation clause in there, I think escalation clauses are very effective. Just make sure if you do use an escalation clause, you're not adding, 500 to the highest offer. Make it something substantial to make the seller want to pick you, but they can be very effective. Number 6, pay attention when you walk through the house. Pay close attention. See what the seller likes. Perhaps they are theater goers, or they like music, or they like to travel a lot. There are many gifts you can give a seller to give them the incentive to pick you. Now, it can't be part of the contract. It has to be something that's separate, not listed in the contract. But for example, I had a client and we were in a multiple offer situation, and during walkthrough, my client noticed that the family were Comic-Con fans. They had a lot of posters, comic posters. They were also musicians. So in our offer, my clients wanted to offer the seller tickets to the next Comic-Con, which happened to be about 4 to 6 months away. And they also offered a rare guitar that my client had and just so happened was looking to get rid of. And that actually got us the win. We won that multiple offer situation. And it was cost effective. It didn't cost that much. I have another client who was offered Bears tickets. They were huge Bears fans. They were actually selling their home, and the buyer saw that they were huge Bears fans, and in their offer, they offered tickets to a game for the following season. And my clients loved that. It made an impression with them. Listen, you want to stand out. That's the key. You want to stand out. So how do you stand out? You have to be creative. That comes to the last one. So normally I would have said, maybe about a year or two ago, I would have said, put in a love letter. Love letters are letters from the buyer that kind of talks about why they're looking to move to a new area, that they have a family and they're looking to start school in a new location. The problem is with those love letters is we can get into trouble with the fair housing laws. So there's nothing wrong with sending a picture of perhaps your pet along with the offer and saying, hey, Mr. Wiggles is looking for a new home. I mean, how many people are pet lovers? That might just make you stand out from the other offer. So you don't have to get crazy. Just be creative in what you're going to put out in front of them. And there's not 100% chance that if you did put a picture of your pet in your offer that the seller's going to pick you, or even that the agent is going to be sure to include that picture of your pet. But you know what? You want to try to stand out. And if that works, fantastic. But if you implement a couple of these practices, you up your chance of winning that multiple offer situation. So be creative. Don't be afraid to try something different. It never hurts. The worst they could say is, sorry, we picked another offer. So thanks for watching today. If you have any questions on this video or any of my other videos, check below. All my contact information is there. And make sure you subscribe because I have new videos coming out every week. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.